Hi, everybody. Welcome. Good evening. I hope I'm audible. I hope I'm visible. I hope everything's crystal clear. Uh, would like to see a couple of responses in the chat box before I go ahead and kickstart. But most importantly, we are here with the session for which I've at least received a lot of requests. We had taken a session on the Snap form filling, and at that point in time, I'd asked this question. Do you all want a strategy session for Snap? And we'd received a lot of responses to that session, and also I've been receiving a lot of responses in the Telegram groups as well. Considering this is exactly about what 30 days from the first attempt, it's on the 8th morning, so it's roughly about 30 days from the first attempt. It just made sense to go ahead and come live today. Hey Mehul, hey Nida, thanks for confirming that I'm audible and visible. So without much ado, let's quickly go ahead and kickstart today's session. One caveat I want to add: my throat is a little is not where it needs to be, is probably the right way to put it. So in case I cough a little in between, please excuse me for that. I'll try my level best to hold it, but in case I do, please excuse me for that. Let's officially go ahead and kickstart today's session. We've got something different this time. Generally कोई strategy session होता है 30 days 60 days 90 days to go. Usme there's a lot of gyan, there's a lot of strategy in terms of what you should be doing, how you should be laying out the last 30 days, what are the kind of topics that you should be focusing on. But in addition to that, there is something additional that we're going to do in today's session, which generally we do not go ahead and do. Now the question that comes up is what. So let's have a look at what it is that we're going to go ahead and cover in addition. Number one, we're going to talk about the SNAP exam in totality, so that in case you have any questions, they're all answered. The SNAP cutoffs, when I say SNAP cutoffs, what are the cutoffs for the different B schools? Predominantly focusing on SIBM Pune and SCMHRD. The SNAP 2023 analysis, so what did the last year's paper look like across the three slots in terms of level of difficulty, in terms of the questions, how many questions came from which topic, and so on and so forth. Next, now this is the important part. This is the part which I'm talking about, where I stated we'll do something different today, which we generally don't go ahead and do. And that part is basically focusing a little bit on this, which is the SNAP 2023 memory based question. So I have a few questions with me. I wrote SNAP last time in two slots, so I remember a few questions of those slots. So what I've done is jotted them down. We have a few memory based questions, about 10-15 of them, that should give you a fair idea of the level of difficulty of the different kinds of topics that you could be questioned on, and so on and so forth. Even 15 questions out of 60 questions is like 25% of the paper. So for all practical, for all practicality, you have 25% of last year's SNAP 2023 paper that we might go ahead and discuss today, which is something which hopefully will hold you in good stead. And finally, the last 30-day strategy, what it is that you should go ahead and do, and what it is that you should go ahead and not do. So I hope this makes sense. Want to hear from a couple of y'all that this is cool, and then we'll go ahead and kickstart. Hey, good evening, everybody. Mehul is saying, so CL snap mocks are tougher or easier as compared to the actual exam. See, the way I look at it is, I'll always turn around and state, I would say they're probably one level higher than the snap exam. But having said that, last year's snap exam wasn't very straightforward either. So let me go through the entire analysis, and I hope that will hold you in good stead. Okay, perfect. I love the CCs. CCs mean crystal clear for those who are new and have not attended a session of mine. Let's go ahead and kickstart. So about the SNAP exam, we know one form, 17 institutes, 27 programs, 80 cities. You know all of this, right? Some key things to keep in mind. Number one, it's a 60-minute paper. So it's probably the shortest MBA entrance examination paper that you're going to write this time. There is negative marking, so it's +1 minus 0.25. Unlike CAT, where the negative marking is 1/3 of the total marks, here it's 1/4 of the total marks. So punt शायद थोड़ा और ले सकते हैं. There is no sectional time limit, so it's 60 minutes. You decide how much time you want to spend in each section, which section you want to begin with, which is the second section, which is the third. Do you want to keep moving between sections? That's all completely open. It's your choice. Now, even in NMAT, you go ahead and you take the call of, who will go ahead, which section you will go ahead and kickstart with. Section 1 ये होगा, फिर 2, फिर 3. In SNAP, you can go one step ahead. मैं इससे शुरू कर रहा हूं, फिर दूसरे पे गया. I can come back to this as well. In NMAT, you can't come back. In CAT, you can't come back. In SNAP, you can come back. That's a big advantage for you to have. This is going to be the first such entrance examination where they are allowing you to flip between sections and move between sections. Do take advantage of that. I'll talk about how you can take advantage of that later on in the session. certain important dates. So in case you've not gone ahead and already registered for it, please go ahead and register for it. 22nd November is going to be the last date. If I'm not wrong, 30th November is the last date for ZAT as well. So both Snap and ZAT, the last dates are coming up in roughly about 2.5 weeks. So don't go ahead and miss out. ये मत सोचो मैं एकदम last date पे जाके करूंगा. You'll be a little stressed with respect to CAT. CAT is on 24th. You don't want to do anything like this 2 or 3 days before CAT. So go ahead and complete it before all of this happens. Admit card dates. The admit card for the first exam will be released on 2nd, then 9th and 15th. When would the exams be held? Exams are held on the 8th, 15th, and 21st. So basically, the admit card is released 6 days before the exam is going to be held. Do keep in mind that this is an offline exam. That means you have to go to centers to do it. It will be conducted in the online format, but at centers. So it's almost like the NMAT exam this time. Till last year, NMAT allowed you to take the exam at home. From this year onwards, you have to go to a center and do it. So it's like the NMAT exam, like the CAT exam, like the ZAT exam. So there is no difference. The one good thing or bad thing, I don't know how you look at it, is you are allowed 3 attempts. All these 3 tests you can write all three, and in this the best of three is basically what is chosen. Okay, now what is the best of three? What do I mean by that? Imagine in the first paper you end up scoring a 41, in the second paper you end up scoring a 43, in the third paper you end up scoring a 35. Doesn't matter, 43 is what the score would be. They will go ahead and choose 43. Second thing to keep in mind is normalization नहीं होती यार यहाँ पे. मतलब they are turning around and stating already the marks that we are going to give you, already the paper that we have set is normalized. मतलब हमने ये देख ही लिया है that all the 60 questions that are there, the level of difficulty across those 60 questions across the 3 slots is exactly the same. I don't believe that personally. I think that's an incorrect move. That's not the right way to do it, because at least my experience over the last 2 years has been, last year, for example, one particular slot turned out to be very difficult. Similarly, last year, a couple of slots were way easier than the third one. So please keep this in mind. If you can afford it, taking all 3 attempts makes sense. If you can't, at least try to take two. Okay. Obviously it's an affordability thing. I will also think of that, because we are paying so much. We're paying for all these exams, you're paying for forms, and most of the B schools turn around and state last day of form filling is going to be before CAT, before SNAP, before ZAT. Why? Because it's also a business for them. That's the way in which they will go ahead and make money. So please be aware of that. Basis that, take a well thought of call. My recommendation, if it's not something that is going to pinch your pocket, please go ahead and take all 3 attempts. Okay. Excuse me, as I stated, I might keep coughing in between because I've got a bad throat, so please excuse that. Okay, what's the paper pattern? This is something you're aware of. General English means English. Analytical logical reasoning is AR basically means the AR that we've been doing till now, the kind of questions that come in CAT, or blood relation ho gaya, direction sense ho gaya, missing series ho gaya, stuff like that. Logical reasoning is like verbal reasoning, statement assumption, statement conclusion, course of action, those sort of questions. And finally, the last section, which is QA, DI and DS. इसके अंदर quant, data interpretation, data sufficiency, all three mixed come 60 questions, and you're already aware of the fact that it's +1 -0.25. So duration and marking scheme you're aware of. This is the paper pattern. Let's see what are the parameters that they look at when they want to award or come out with the final merit list for selection into the program. Now keep in mind the call for the interview stage. Now stage 2 में वो लोग का क्या क्या होता है? They will have group exercise, they will have personal interaction, which is PI and group exercise. In order to reach this stage, the only thing that matters is your snap score, nothing else. But in order to finally convert and get into one of the Simbi colleges, what are the things that they are looking at? They're giving 10% weightage to a group exercise, 40% weightage to the PI, and 50% weightage to your snap score. So once again the snap score becomes important. So समझो मेरा score 45 आया, आपका score 55 आया, you get 27.5, I get 22.5, you're 5 marks ahead of me. Now in a group exercise, imagine I get 8, you get 6, you are still 2 marks ahead of me. In the personal interview, I get 30, you get say 28, you are still ahead of me. Because why? You ended up scoring 5 marks more than me in the actual exam. Now here, even though you scored 2 marks less than me in GE and 2 marks less than me in personal interaction, you are still 1 mark overall more than me. So that's the way to look at it. Okay? Which is why scoring as high as possible is going to hold you in good stead, and it's going to be a very, very important thing. So please keep that in mind. Next, merit list and cutoff will be displayed on the institute's website itself. Please keep that. Also, waitlist movement depends on availability. These are normal things we don't need to care about. Let's move to what the cutoffs have been over the last few years. What do they look like? Now, when I talk about cutoff, I have purposely just put in two percentiles, 97 percentile and 98 percentile. Why? SIBM Pune and SCMHRD का कट ऑफ परसेंटाइल जो होता है ना वो जनरली इसी रेंज में मूव करता है. It some years it could go as low as 97, 97.5. Other years it could go as high as 98.4, 98.6. So this gives you a fair idea. If I look at Snap 23, for example, last year, you needed a score somewhere between 42.5 and 44.25, which means you can say somewhere around a 43.5 to have a good chance of getting a call from SIBM Pune and SCMHRT. Look at the year before that, and you're talking about somewhere around 35, 35.5. So difference देखो almost 8 marks का. The year before that, we're talking about roughly around 41 marks. And the year before that, once again, very similar to this, probably the easiest. So this has been the easiest paper since COVID, since the paper pattern changed, since 2020. And this has been the most difficult paper since that year. But if I'm looking at it across the board, highest and minimum ka, if I look at the difference, there's a difference of almost 9 marks. 9 marks on a base of 60 marks. That is 15% of the total marks. That is a humongous difference, which is why you need to experience mocks of various levels. Hence, and this brings me to the answer of the first question, which was there CLK mocks ka level kya hota? They will vary. You will get difficult mocks. You will get mocks which are one level difficult and higher than this as well. Because what if this year's snap is something like 32, 33.9 cut off ho jaye? You will also get mocks which are slightly easier than this, because what if this year's snap is something like 46, 47 pe cut off ho jaye, right? So across all the mocks, you will come across various levels of difficulty, which is why my general suggestion is write 5 mocks. 5 mock to guaranteed likhna. Second, some of you all are asking, well, when the snap specific classes start? Um, if you have enrolled in the classroom program, they will start in your at your center very very soon, the non-cat sessions. If you have enrolled in the online classes program, if you've enrolled in an MB online classes program, the snap specific sessions will start after cat. If you have enrolled in the non-cat online program only, they will start after cat. If you haven't enrolled in any of these, you've only enrolled in the cat online program or just the test series, you can go ahead and enroll in the snap online classes. They will be listed on the website within the next 5 to 7 days. You can go ahead and enroll in that. Classes start the very next day after cat on the 25th. We will have 14 classes oriented only to that and nothing else. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Okay, if I look at it from the years before that, the marks are not available. It's difficult to find it. So I've just put it down from a percentile perspective. As you can see, percentile hovers more or less in the same range. SIBM Pune, as you can see, like I stated, minimum jaoge 97.4, maximum jaoge 98.2, 98.4. SCMHRD का कट ऑफ उससे थोड़ा सा ही कम होता है. इनफैक्ट देयर हैव बीन अ कपल ऑफ इयर्स वेयर द SCMHRD कट ऑफ हैज बीन हायर. Snap 2022 SCMHRD cutoff was higher than SIBM Pune. So that also happens. Okay. So please keep this in mind. Okay. Is there any type of benefit available for students who have completed their bachelor's from Symbiosis? No specific benefit. To which Symbiosis campuses and programs we should apply? Okay, my suggestion would be SIBM Pune, SCMHRD Pune. You can look at SIOM if you're interested in operation management, and you can surely go ahead and look at SIIB. इसके अलावा it depends on what are the other options at hand. If you are one of those thinking यार मेरा CAT में probably 70 to 80% के आसपास आएगा, you can probably apply to another couple of Symbiosis colleges as well. Okay, perfect. Anybody can suggest free material for NMAT and Snap both. You might be seeing we had NMAT last lap sessions on our YouTube channel, Kushi. I hope you attended those. Okay, and we will also have Snap last lap sessions as well. Obviously, we will not be able to cover everything in those last lap sessions, but so I would recommend that you go ahead and enroll in the online classes. The online classes for these courses are, yeah, they're not price sensitive. Okay, they're very very affordable. If I'm not wrong, they're roughly in the range of about 2,500 to 3,000 rupees. That's it. We've made it affordable so that everybody, we know you spent a lot of money in your preparation till date, right? Ab aake you want to just add on to it for specific courses. We don't want you to spend too much money. Obviously, there has to be basic cost that is recovered. That's about it. So you can go ahead and enroll in that if you feel that that is something that will help you. Okay. Coming back. In terms of the percentile cutoffs across colleges, वो generally क्या होता है? This is what it generally is. If you look at this, 98, 98.3 थोड़ा mismatch लग रहा होगा, but that is because I told you SCMHRD Pune, there have been years when the cutoff has been higher as well. So keep that in mind. SIIB Pune, cutoff goes to about 94 to 96. SIOM, 86 to 90. SIBM Bangalore, about 91 to 93. Similarly, if I look at SIMC, those of you who might be interested in it, you can look at SIMC. The cutoff is low. It's at around 73. This is going to give you a good picture of what the cutoff generally is. Okay. Okay. Let's move to the analysis of the last year paper. What did the paper actually look like across the three slots? You know what the paper pattern is. So as you can see across the three slots, the paper pattern was exactly the same over the last 2 years. 23, 22 में कोई फर्क नहीं है. If I look at it from the perspective of slot wise, which is test 1, test 2, test 3 last year, once again डिफरेंस ज्यादा नहीं है. जनरल इंग्लिश अक्रॉस द बोर्ड इजी है. टेस्ट 2 में वी स्टेटेड प्रॉब्ली 1 or 2 क्वेश्चन स्लाइटली मोर डिफिकल्ट. If you look at again test 2, look at analytical and logical reasoning, you will find this to be moderate. In test 2 you will suddenly find quantitative DI and DS to be the easiest, whereas in test 3 it became moderate to difficult. So in test 3 the quant DI DS ended up becoming way more difficult than others. This is why I turn around and state that generally mismatch hai. This slot turned out to be the easiest slot. Just look at this. Easy, easy, moderate, moderate. Next wala easy moderate, तो एक level बढ़ गया, so it's a +1. Easy moderate to moderate, it's a +1. Moderate to easy moderate, it's a -1. Net, it is a +1 in terms of level of difficulty. From here, if I look at it, this remains same. Easy moderate to this, it became a +1, and then moderate to moderate difficult became a +1, so it became a +2 net, which is why easiest, slightly more difficult, even more difficult. That's how it turned out to be across the three slots last year. इस year क्या होगा, I can't comment on it, but that is why I turn around and state that ये लोग जो बोलते हैं that normalization is taken care of, I disagree. I don't think that is correct. ठीक है. Can we see Symbiosis Institute of Management Bangalore? I mentioned that, Akant. Yes, you can. Will Snap class start from basic? Yes, they will start from absolute basics. We're looking at about 15-20 sessions. But obviously, it can't be मैं तुम्हें पूरा syllabus CAT का पढ़ा दूंगा in 20 sessions, right? तो थोड़ा कुछ तो आपको पता होना होगा. Correct? Should we apply for these college individually? Yes, you will apply. You will have to apply for them individually, 1,000 rupees for each college. What are the questions that come up? Which topics? Look here. Conjunctions, you can basically say that is grammar. Nouns, grammar. Pick the correct option, grammar. Adverb, adjective, grammar. Figure of speech, grammar. Passive voice, grammar. Sentence correction, grammar. Preposition, grammar. Conditional class, grammar. So if I look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, roughly 10 questions were only grammar. And that is what this exam is all about. If you're good at grammar, both this and NMAT you will be able to ace. Grammar पे focus करो. ठीक है. Grammar is very, very important. Don't leave it. Renan Martin is something which I always recommend. I recommended it in my NMAT class as well. But ये नहीं कि मेरे को ऊपर नीचे वो पूरा पढ़ना है, जरूरत नहीं है. Basics of grammar आने चाहिए. ठीक है. Let's move ahead in terms of AR and VR. 16 and 9 का breakup था, उसका further breakup मैंने डाला नहीं है, but when we do sample questions, you will get a fair idea of क्या है. Quant के अंदर look at the breakup, and this is the interesting part. Numbers नहीं था. Geometry 3 questions, straightforward, mostly 2D geometry. One question came on cylinders, basic simple question on area, surface area, total surface area पे question था. Algebra, arithmetic पे once again focus. You can see 60% of the paper was algebra and arithmetic. DI का question again very simple. So this is what the paper pattern was. This is what last year's paper was. This is what the distribution of questions in last year's paper was. What I want to do now is move to some of the memory based questions. These are the kind of questions you would not have seen till now. You would not have seen this anywhere till now. So before that happens, I want to hear, is everybody there? Should I kickstart with this? And go ahead and like the session for the team's sake, so that they also know there's a little bit of love that they've gone ahead and gotten. It's something that they've been working hard on. So let's move to the snap memory based question. I want a yes, I want a CC here कि हाँ session like कर दिया, हाँ आप question थोड़े solve करते हैं. The way I'll do it is, there are about 14-15 questions here. सब solve नहीं करेंगे, देखेंगे. Most of them we will solve quickly. I will give you a little bit of time as well. Okay. No love, content first. So you don't want to show love? Okay, don't show love. Content नहीं कराऊं तब मैं, आदित्य. ठीक है, चलेगा वो. हाँ. Okay. So I'm getting the yeses, I'm getting the CCs. Are there sectional cutoffs as well? No, Shruti, there are no sectional cutoffs. Unlike a cat, unlike unlike an NMAT, there is no sectional cutoff here, so don't worry. Hey, just kidding. Okay, Aditya, huh? In a second. Okay, cool. Let's quickly go ahead. Let's have a look at a few questions, and I'll pose it here. I'll give you all 30 seconds to think. In how many can the letter? So it should be in how many ways? Okay, as you can see, this has all been done memory based. So jaldi jaldi. In how many ways can the letters of the word minute be arranged so that the vowels occupy only odd positions? Minute. The vowels have to occupy only odd position. What are the vowels? I, U, E. What are the consonants? M and T. Vowels have to occupy only the odd positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Odd position. That means vowels can only occupy these positions. And this will be for consonants. 2, 4, and 6. There are 3 vowels and 3 positions. There are 3 vowels and 3 positions. So I can distribute the vowels in 3 factorial ways. Similarly, I can distribute the consonants in 3 factorial ways. So the total number will be 3 factorial into 3 factorial, which is 6 into 6, which is 36. Is this clear? Very good, Shubham. Very good, Shubham. Very good, Soham. Lovely. Perfect. Perfect. Let's have a look at the second one. I will have to be a little quick with this because there are a few questions which I want to cover. Obviously, every question pura nahi solve karenge, but this gives you an inkling into the kind that comes up. Okay? During an event, 160 participants participated. They were grouped into male and female. There were 1240 apples to be distributed among them. Each male gets 7, each female gets 12. Find the number of females at the event. Lovely. Say males is M and females is F. So you can say M plus F is 160. Then you can say 7M plus 12F is equal to 1240. Right? Now this is a simultaneous equation which we can go ahead and solve. Would you agree? Yes, Gauri, absolutely. Would you agree? This is a simultaneous equation. You can go ahead and solve this. I don't need to go further. Can I leave it at this? First equation को 7 से multiply करो. ठीक है? So it will become 7m plus 7f is equal to 1120. So when you subtract, you will get 5f is equal to 120, f is equal to 24. Answer is option D. CC, clear? As per the level of the snap, how do you classify the previous question? The second question, I would say medium. Second question was medium. First question, sorry, the first question was medium. Second question, I would say easy. Helps, Anik? Helps? Cool? Perfect. So I hope everybody's understanding. It is easy. Nothing much to worry about. Look at this. In a decreasing AP, sum of the terms except the first term is 75. Sum of all terms except for the last term is 0. Difference between the 9th and the 13th term is minus 20. Then find the first term. Okay. If the 9th term and the 13th term difference is minus 20 and this is a decreasing AP. Decreasing matlab first term is the highest. Last term is the lowest. Okay. Keep that in mind. Difference between 9th and 13th is minus 20. Right. So 9th term will be A plus 8D. 13th term will be A plus 12D. In dono ka difference is minus 20. That will give you D. And then you get two equations. First equation from here and one equation from here. Basis that, go ahead and find the value of A and you're sorted. Because that is the first term that you need. Once again, this question I would turn around and state is medium level. This question I would say is medium level. Okay. Cool. Compared to cat, both are easy. Absolutely right, Soham. Compared to cat, this is a very, very simple paper. But from the level of difficulty of Snap's perspective, what is the level of this question? This question is moderate. It's medium because it makes you work. दो तीन equation के साथ काम करना पड़ रहा है. Clear? Oops. Cool. Let's move to the next one. This is a DI question. They've given us states: Gujarat, Delhi, Rajasthan, MP, Punjab, UP, Kerala. Percentage of population below the educational index is given. So in Gujarat, 15% of the population is below the educational index. In Rajasthan, it is 18%. Proportion of males and females. So of the 15% in Gujarat which are below educational index, ratio of male and female is 3:2. Of the 85% in Gujarat which are above educational index, ratio of male and female is 2:1. That is what the data is stating. Question क्या बोल रहा है? If male population above educational index for UP is 1.6 lakhs, then find the total population of UP in approx value. Okay. If the male population above educational index for UP, let's look at UP. 16% is below educational index. So I can say 84% is above. Let's say total UP is 100x. So above educational index will be 84%, मतलब 84x. ठीक है? Okay. Above educational index का ratio is 5:1. So males are 5/6, females are 1/6. So what is male? Males are 5/6 into 84x, which is equal to 70x. So this 70x is equal to 1.6 lakhs. And we need the value of 100x. So 70x is 1.6 lakh. Find the value of 100x. You will get 1.6 lakh divided by 70 into 100. इसको जब हम करेंगे 1.6 by 7 अगर तुम करते हो, you will start seeing it comes to about 2.28. So the answer will be option B, which is 2.28. Clear? As I stated, I will not be going through every question ekdam in depth, but I hope you're understanding the kind of question it is. See? Good, Mehul. Clear? Simple enough? Not very convoluted, not very complicated. Let's have a look at the next question. Simple question hai. Imran sold a mobile phone for 17,600 after a discount of 12%. He earned after a discount of 12%, and he earned a profit of 10%. If no discount is given, find the profit percent. Okay. So after discount, he is selling it at 17,600. Discount is 12%. That means 88% of cost price. Or selling price. What am I saying? Selling price of mark price. Discount hai na? My bad. 88% of mark price is 17,600. So mark price is 17,600 by 88 into 100, which is by 0.88. Right? Agar main wo kar dunga, this will give you 20,000. Why? Because 88 goes in 176 twice. So 200 and double zeros. 20,000. So mark price is 20,000. He earned a profit of 10% by selling it at 17,600. That means 110% of cost price is 17,600. So cost price is 17,600 by 1.1, which is equal to 16,000. So now I have the cost price, I have the mark price. They are saying agar discount nahi diya to profit kitna hota? Then profit would have been 4,000. Profit percentage would have been 4,000 on 16,000, which is 1/4, which is 25%. Clear? It will be helpful if I keep mentioning the difficulty level. For the first three questions I mentioned, right, Anik? Already done. Fourth and fifth, both are easy. Fourth and fifth, both are easy. Second, fourth, fifth, easy. First and third, moderate. Is that clear, Anik? Cool? Okay. Kya hua? Cool? Perfect. Let's get there. Okay. Let's try out this one. Now, this is not a math question. This is an AR question. Analytical reasoning mein aaya tha. Trend identification hai. 3 plus 2 is equal to 7. 51 plus something is equal to 76. 32 minus 8 is equal to minus 32. 12 plus 3 is equal to 21. Okay. Whenever a question like this comes, right, the way I like to operate is I like to start looking at tens. मैं 3 into 2 करता हूं तो 6 होता है. 6 plus 1 7 होता है. मैं 51 into something करूंगा प्लस करके 76 के आसपास आएगा? No. Because 51 into 2 itself is 100. 2 into 1 is 51. तो प्लस 25 करना होगा ना. मजा नहीं आया. वो नहीं होगा. और कुछ देखते हैं. मैं 3 plus क्या है जो 7 मुझे देता है? I see 3 plus 4 gives me 7. 51 plus what gives me 56? I see 51 plus 25 gives me 56. 32 minus what gives me minus 32? I see 32 minus 64 gives me minus 32. 12 plus what gives me 21? I see 12 plus 9 gives me 21. Now start looking at this. This 4 is 2 squared. This 64 is 8 squared. This 9 is 3 squared. So won't this 25 be 5 squared? So the question mark should be equal to 5. That is how generally my brain operates. That's how I generally like to go ahead and do it. Clear? Absolutely right, Aditya. No calculator. Yes. Okay. So this is an example of an AR question which you can go ahead and solve like this. Let's try another one. ये तो बहुत ही simple है series वाला. Quickly I want the answer to this. ये तो you all will give me the answer. एकदम जल्दी. I will give you 10 seconds for this. Nothing more than that. Quickly. Absolutely right. Shubham, Mehul, ekdam. Difference between 3 and 1 is 2, 7 and 3 is 4, 13 and 7 is 6, 21 and 13 is 8, 31 and 21 is 10. Next वाले का difference 12 होगा. So 31 plus 12, 43. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Tell me this one. Tell me this one. Level of difficulty of the previous two were also absolutely simple questions. They were easy. This one, once again, it's almost like a series. खाली number नहीं है, पर series ही है. क्या होगा? Very good, Shubham. Very good. Mehul, think again. देखो. Once again ना इसको number पे convert करो. Tuesday to Wednesday difference is 1 day. Wednesday to Friday difference is 2 days. Friday to Monday difference is 3 days. तो Monday to something difference 4 days होना चाहिए. Something to that difference 5 days होना चाहिए trend से. Monday to what difference is 4 days? Friday. Friday to Wednesday it is 5 days. So the answer is B. Every time just try to think of it. मैं numbers में इसको convert कर सकता हूँ कि नहीं या कर सकती हूँ कि नहीं. Clear? Clear? Let's look at the next one. Suresh Bhai, who is the father-in-law, FIL means father-in-law, हड़बड़ी के लिए लिखा है और कुछ नहीं, of the wife of Mahesh Bhai, has only one son. The only brother-in-law of Mahesh is Paresh, and Suresh is Ramesh's grandfather. If Mahesh has no sister-in-law, what is Paresh to Ramesh? Okay. Suresh Bhai is father-in-law of wife of Mahesh Bhai. So let's say I have Mahesh. I have his wife. Suresh Bhai is father-in-law to his wife. That means is the father of Mahesh Bhai. So Suresh Bhai is the father. So ये एक father है. Okay. So generally parents to siblings में हम ऐसे relationship दिखाए. Sorry, parents to children में हम ऐसे relationship दिखा देते हैं. Mahesh wife and this is representing male. This is representing female. This is representing shadi, marriage, couple. This is representing not siblings, kids. Okay, this is representing kids. Next, the only brother-in-law of Mahesh ka brother-in-law has to be sister of Mahesh's wife. Sorry, Mahesh ka brother-in-law has to be brother of Mahesh's wife. Has to be brother of Mahesh's wife. So Mahesh's wife is here. Uska brother will be here, and these two will be kids of somebody because they are brother sister. They will be kids of somebody. Okay. So this guy is Paresh. Okay. The only BIL of Mahesh is Paresh, and Suresh is Ramesh's grandfather. Suresh is Ramesh's grandfather. So Suresh है यहाँ, वो रमेश का grandfather है, मतलब इनका कोई बच्चा है. Ramesh. Okay. If Mahesh has no sister-in-law, so there is no sister-in-law. Okay. What is Paresh to Ramesh? So what is the relationship between Paresh and Ramesh? What will it be? Yes, blood relation. What will it be? The relationship between Paresh and Ramesh? क्या हुआ? The relationship? Yep, maternal uncle. Maternal uncle. See, the question is what is the relationship between what is Paresh to Ramesh, not Ramesh to Paresh. Ramesh is the nephew of Paresh, but Paresh is the maternal uncle of Ramesh. So that is also important. कई बार हड़बड़ी में भी मार्केट एज सी एंड गेट इट रॉन्ग. Okay, clear? Look at this. Lallu question. Last year. Lallu question. What will it be? What will be the correct order? अब options were given. इसका correct order क्या होगा? पहले वर्ल्ड आएगा, वर्ल्ड के अंदर इंडिया आएगा, इंडिया में महाराष्ट्र आएगा, महाराष्ट्र में पुणे आएगा, पुणे में आगा खान पैलेस आएगा. द आंसर इज 34512. क्लियर? इजी? Easy. Understanding the kind of questions that come. See, we've already done 10. 1/6 of last year's paper is already done. You've already done 1/6 of last year's paper. Log पे question. Log पे question. Again, simple सा. Log x is equal to something minus something. Log y is something minus something. Find x plus y. अब log a minus log b, I hope you know this, everybody knows this, is equal to log a upon b. Right? So from here I can say log x is equal to log of 4.8 upon 1.6. From here I can say it is log 3. So from here I can say x is equal to 3. Similarly, log of y is log of 4.6 by log of log of 4.6 by 2.3, which is log 2. So I can say y is equal to 2. X is 3, y is 2. Answer x plus y is 5. Clear? Very good. All of you all are answering also. हड़बड़ी में आंसर कर रहे हैं. Good. log में मैं हमेशा बोलता हूं log a plus log b, log a minus log b, log base a b equals c means a to the power of c is equal to b. Change of base formula. इतना कर लोगे ना, log is done. Even for cat, you don't need anything else. If you're just able to do this, that is all that you need in logs. Try out this one. Once again, easy question. Easy question. Excuse my coughing. As I stated, throat is a little bad. Apologies for that. These questions look so damn easy while preparing for cat. Yes, it is, right? That's the whole point. The only difference is, the only thing, Laksh, that you should keep in mind is, इसको 60 minutes में करना है एक एग्जाम सेंटर में. Even in those 1 or 2 questions, if you get caught up, no problem. That shouldn't happen. That's the only thing. Okay, let's look at this. 1521. Difference is 6. Difference is 6. Difference is 6. But difference is 2. Difference is 4. ना, ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं है. जब ये नहीं होता, then I like to start looking at alternate. If not successive, then alternate. Difference is 12. Difference is 8. Difference is I don't know. Difference is I don't know. Let's look at here. Difference is 12. Difference is 6. Difference is 12 again. Oh, 12, 6, 12. It is repeating. So is it possible it repeats upper as well? 12, 8. This should be 12. So 35 plus 12 will be 47. 35 plus 12 will be 47. Then 47 plus 8 again repeats 55. Yes, it is repeating. It is possible. Answer 47. Clear? Clear? Understanding how the mind works? Mind works successive. एक के बाद एक. Consecutive terms difference क्या है? Oh, consecutive term difference changing. Alternate terms difference देखो. Oh, that's not happening. उसके बाद difference देखो. Mind needs to think like that. Clear? Again, easy. This was from my slot. Arrange from bottom to top. सबसे नीचे in the body, what will come? So foot will be 1, bottom to top. Next will be knees, 2. Third will be elbow. Fourth will be neck. Fifth will be tongue. Sixth will be head. Clear? Simple enough question. No tension at all. Easy question. One last question. अब इसका मेरे को order याद नहीं, but I'll tell you question क्या था. Print a file on the computer, arrange. एक होगा प्रेस द बटन टू प्रिंट. एक होगा स्टार्ट द कंप्यूटर. सेकंड होगा गो टू द फाइल बार एंड क्लिक ऑन प्रिंट. थर्ड होगा चूज टू प्रिंट इन वन पेज और नॉट. यू नो बेसिकली प्रिंट जब करते हो कंप्यूटर से जो स्टेप्स होते हैं वो लोग ने 5 स्टेप्स दे दिए जंबल्ड. यू जस्ट नीड टू कम अप विद द राइट स्टेप टू गो अहेड एंड प्रिंट. इज दिस क्लियर? समझ आ गया? समझ आ गया? These are the kind of things that are coming. These are the kind of things that come. So some of you all are saying not prepared for CAT. Can I only look at Snap? Surely. You can look at Snap and NMAT. These are not difficult papers. These are easy papers. And which is why I wanted to showcase this in the 30 days to CAT. कई बार होता क्या है? हम CAT prepare करते करते हमें लगता है सारे एग्जाम जैसे होंगे. ऐसा नहीं है. There is going to be a huge difference between the exams. ठीक है? Clear? Kabilan, which one should I explain? Basically, 14th question is in order to print a file, there'll be some 5 steps given which will be jumbled. You just need to put them in the right order. That's it. Just the first step obviously hoga switch on the computer. Second step hoga choose the file that you want to print. Third hoga go to the file bar. You know, वैसे that kind. I hope that is clear. Cool. Perfect. I hope this helps you understand the kind of questions that come up. Let's move to what you should be doing over the last 30 days. I've kind of broken this up into 2 parts. Part 1, what you can do till the 17th. I shouldn't say 12 to 17th, I should say till the 17th. Till the 17th of November. मैं 12 to 17 इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ because I am writing NMAT on 10th. तो 10 तक मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा, इसलिए मैंने बोल दिया. But yeah, till the 17th what you can do is one snap mock. You should write with analysis, analyze it properly, understand क्या चल रहा है. Focused revision on specific topics. You've seen the topics that I spoke about. Blood relation जैसे आता है, direction sense जैसे आता है, calendar आता है, clocks आता है. These questions don't come a lot in CAT. Statement assumption, statement conclusion, course of action. They don't come in CAT. They come in NMAT and SNAP. Practice a little with respect to that. Topic test देखो. Sectional tests आपके my zone में available है for SNAP. Go through that. That is going to help you. ठीक है? Finally, NMAT and SNAP preparation should happen together. Isolation में नहीं, दोनों एक साथ करो. 17 to 24 don't do anything related to SNAP. CAT के ऊपर करो. In fact, 2 days before that, before CAT, don't do anything. 21st के बाद CAT भी नहीं. From 25th onwards till 8th, this is what you should be doing. Divide your days among SNAP and ZAT, maybe even NMAT if some of you all are writing NMAT. You should be writing at least 4 SNAP mocks. Up 25th to 8 agar main ja raha hu, that's about 13-14 days. So if you have to write about 4 SNAP mocks, you can basically write one every third day. Right? तो आज लिखा, एनालाइज कर लिया. कल और परसों फिर मैंने और प्रैक्टिस किया, मैंने टॉपिक टेस्ट लिए, मैंने सेक्शनल्स लिए, मैंने थोड़ा और किया, मैंने थोड़े क्लासेस अटेंड किए स्नैप वाले, मैंने थोड़ा लास्ट लैप अटेंड किया स्नैप वाला. ऑल ऑफ दैट आई हैव डन. Then once again go ahead and write the mock. That's how you should go about it. Detailed analysis of every mock is important. देखो where am I lacking, what are the topics I'm not getting, मेरे को एग्जाम में क्यों ये सीरीज स्ट्राइक नहीं करती, क्या मेरा थॉट प्रोसेस गलत है, what should I go ahead and do. Finally, what is according to me the suggested order for attempting the paper? I always state start with English. क्यों? English के जो 15 क्वेश्चन होते हैं, according to me they generally take about 7 to 8 minutes, nothing more than that. Grammar है, simple है, time नहीं लगता. After that I like to go to reasoning. रीजनिंग के AR के क्वेश्चंस, द 16 क्वेश्चंस जनरली, बिकॉज सीरीज के बहुत क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, वो टाइम नहीं लगता, थोड़े थोड़े लगता है. द AR क्वेश्चंस विल टेक अबाउट 14 मिनट्स. VR questions, if there are about 9 of them, let's assume per question 1 minute, about 10 minutes. So, or maybe say 8 minutes. Okay, मैंने 10 थोड़ा ज्यादा बोल दिया, let's say 8 minutes. You combine these, you're talking about 30 minutes gone. अब क्वांट उठ के आएगा, उसके अंदर 20 क्वेश्चंस है. I would give myself 25 minutes. Then 5 minutes buffer जो बचा है, I will decide where do I want to put it. Any section where I feel I could have attempted a little bit more, I will go ahead and put those 5 minutes there. That's my suggested order of attempting the paper. Last few tips that I want you to keep in mind. The order of attempting the sections is on your own. I have given a suggestion in the previous slide. Best of 3 attempts is taken. If you can afford it, take the 3 attempts. Verbal reasoning is going to be important. I've pointed out the topics, focus on that. You can navigate between sections, so please use it to your advantage. Like I said, 5 minutes end में बचेगा, उस time you can go to any section, and that's why I said मैं तुम्हें बाद में बताऊंगा ये navigate का point, why is it useful. Divide the syllabus into strong and weak topics. Obviously, जल्दी जल्दी attempt करना है उस पे. कोई भी question पे, if you're unable to solve it in say about 75 seconds, leave it, move on. I will also say, अगर 2 option eliminate हो गए, in snap take a punt and guess, because -1/4 है, 1/3 नहीं है. Revise fundamentals, obviously. So when I say geometry not needed, I shouldn't say that. I say 3D geometry not needed. In geometry, if you know basic 2D geometry, you know angles and all, you're good to go. And finally, take mocks and keep analyzing your performance, right? That's it from my end. 2 to 3 things I want you all to focus on. Number one, we're already conducting sessions on Last Lap to Cat, which is ongoing on the YouTube channel. Please attend them. Happens every day at 8:30, other than days where we do these strategy sessions or the mock analysis sessions, right? Attempt them. They're going to expose you to a few more questions, few different types of questions, test you in examination situations. It's important. Next, we are going to have an MBA bootcamp specifically for VARC. Rahul Reddy is going to go ahead and take that. He's from IIM Calcutta. My senior from IIM Calcutta. Probably 10, 15 years my senior from C. So it'll be good that if you attend that session, um, a lot of insights that you can expect from that. That will happen on the 9th of November. And finally, I'm writing NMAT on the 10th. I'll come take the NMAT analysis on the evening of 10th, I think around 9:30 p.m. My slot is in the afternoon. Once it's done, we'll create the PPT. Hopefully, I'll remember a few questions and we'll discuss that as well. This is what is upcoming on the YouTube channel. Go ahead and attend it. Don't miss out on anything else. Okay? How to enroll for CL Snap classes? Kabilan, there is a non-CAT online classes program already on the website. You can go ahead and enroll in that. I have poor quant and DLR. What to focus on now to pass Snap? सत्यम अगर अरिथमेटिक हैंडल कर लिया ना हो जाएगा. DILR तो आपने देख लिया आता ही नहीं है. एलआर में आता क्या है? DI तो आता नहीं है. एलआर में आता क्या है? डायरेक्शन सेंस आता है. क्वेश्चंस लाइक ब्लड रिलेशन आता है. सीरीज का नेक्स्ट टर्म क्या होगा? मिसिंग टर्म आता है. दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दैट कम. I'm looking at RT99 could not find, couldn't ask one GPT to record and he recorded in RT99. Please tell. So RT99 sessions were only available live. They are not available recorded, Laksh. So that will be difficult. Okay, we are not providing them in recorded format. If you did not attempt it live, either in the offline format or the online format, it's not available. And maths code 210, it will be slightly difficult. I haven't prepared anything for Snap as of now. Is it right time to start now, considering if I attempt second and third? Yeah, you can. Matlab, if you've already been preparing for CAT and all, Snap will take no time. Bas practice chahiye. Oriented to that kind of material. That's it. Nothing else. Okay. That's it from my end, guys. I wanted to ensure I don't take too much of your time. We're very close to CAT. I don't want to do that. But I will catch you again for the NMAT analysis on Sunday. Do attend the Last Lap CAT sessions happening on our YouTube channel every day at 8:30. And do attend the VARC boot camp, which will happen on Saturday. Will you do a session on that as well? Absolutely. We will. We will handle all sessions. In that ke bhi marathons bhi karenge. Ab tension na lo. Boot camp bhi karenge. So there's a lot which is coming on YouTube. Go subscribe and do it. Okay? Perfect. That's it from my end. See ya. Bye bye. Aditya, if quant was difficult, I'll be able to tell you that more on that on Sunday once I have taken it. Okay? Bye bye. See ya. Good night, guys. Good night. Thank you.